Hi, Emily. I'm Sarah Enterline. This is my first time coming to NEERO, and I'm so excited. But I have a lot of questions about what to expect. Do you think you can help answer some questions for me?
Absolutely, Sarah. Welcome to the NEERO Conference. My name is Emilie Reagan, and I am the NEERO President. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Excellent. So my first question is the schedule. I'm kind of confused about what's going to be virtual and what's going to be in person.
That's a great question, Sarah. This year, the NEERO Conference is a little bit different. On the first day of the conference, on Wednesday, April 6th, the NEERO Conference will be entirely virtual, meaning that registrants, presenters, and attendees will have access to a Zoom link that they'll be able to participate and present and attend the NEERO Conference. On Wednesday, April 6th in the evening, we'll also have the Rubovitz presentation and award celebration that will be both in person at the Sheraton Portsmouth Harborside Hotel and via Zoom. So you have the opportunity to participate virtually or via Zoom for that last session. The other 2 days of the conference, Thursday, April 7th and Friday, April 8th, the conference will be in person at the Sheraton Portsmouth Harborside Hotel in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. There will be opportunities to participate virtually as well on both days of the conference. On Thursday, April 7th, you'll have an opportunity to participate in the NEERO business meeting and keynote at lunch, virtually as well via Zoom. And again on Friday morning for the Friday morning panel on Friday, April 8th, both in person and virtually as well. So just to simplify, Wednesday, all day is virtual, except for the last session, which could be virtual and in person. Thursday is all day in person, except for the keynote that will be both virtual and in person. And Friday will be all day in person, except for the Friday morning panel, which will be both in person and virtually. And all virtual participation will be via Zoom.
Okay, great. That's really helpful. So my next question is, we're getting out of COVID and maybe still in COVID. I'm kind of concerned about what health and safety protocols you guys are putting in place. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. That's a great question. As a board of the New England Educational Research Organization, we are taking the NEERO 2022 conference safety very seriously. And after careful consideration and deliberation, we're following some of the safety precautions instituted by our parent organization, AERA. That includes any in-person aspect of the conference will be a required masked event. So the paper, roundtable and symposium sessions, the in-person award celebration and keynotes and panels will all be masked events, except when presenting and actively eating. So all aspects of the conference at the Portsmouth Sheraton Harborside Hotel will be a masked event. That is to say that the Sheraton itself does not require masks. So you may see people around the hotel walking around who may not have masks, but all conference participants are required to wear a mask. At conference registration, you'll also be asked to submit an attestation confirming that you either are fully vaccinated from COVID or that you have recently, within the past 24 hours, received a negative COVID test. And that will just be an online form that you'll complete to confirm that information as well. We're also taking into account some of the food options that we're providing during the in-person NEERO conference. All food will be individually packaged or served by a masked staff member of the Sheraton Portsmouth Harborside Hotel. If you don't feel comfortable being in a situation with food, you have the option to take the food, grab and go, and participate in the full conference events via Zoom virtually. So hopefully that gives some mitigation. We understand we're bringing together a whole lot of people for a conference, and it's my first in-person conference since the beginning of the pandemic, but we're hoping that some of these precautionary measures will help to mitigate some of the risk.
That's really helpful. Do I need to bring my vaccine card or anything to prove that I have a negative test or a vaccine?
That's a great question. You don't need to bring your vaccine card or a proof of a negative COVID test. We're just asking that you confirm one of those options.
Great, thank you. So it is my first time and I'm kind of nervous because I don't think I know many people. How would I go about finding ways to network and to meet some new people?
NEERO really prides itself on being a welcoming and supportive community for emerging, novice, and expert researchers. So we have structured several events as opportunities for all of us to get to know each other and support each other in educational research. The first event is a virtual event for graduate students, and that will take place on Wednesday, April 6th. It is a virtual speed networking event for graduate students prior to the conference begins on the morning of April 6th, and that will be hosted by the NEERO Graduate Committee. The second event is on Thursday morning, April 7th. It will be an in-person networking event, and there will be round tables set up where you have an opportunity to learn more about the organization, some of the events and circles that have been going on as part of the NEERO organization, as well as some research topics that NEERO members are exploring and pursuing further. So it's a great opportunity to come in and have informal conversations. There is also a NEERO social on Thursday afternoon, and that's another opportunity to talk of research, but also to get to know fellow conference attendees. And there are a couple other social events that will be highlighted during the conference that are being hosted by the NEERO Social Committee. So we really hope that you have an opportunity not only to present or attend the conference, Sarah, but also to get to know other members of the NEERO community.
Great. That sounds like so much fun. I can't wait. So I'm kind of also confused. I looked at the program and it's so great. I can't, all the work that went into that program must have taken a lot of effort. So good job. And I'm really excited about all of these presentations, but I can't find any of the papers. Like, what if I go to a session and I want to read the paper? Do I have access to those?
Great question, Sarah. First of all, I really want to thank our NEERO Vice President and the NEERO Board for all of the work putting together the conference program. It is going to be an amazing conference, and I'd also like to thank all of the presenters who are going to be presenting some incredible research. If you're interested in a paper, NEERO does not have a repository or does not publish the papers that are presented at the NEERO conference, but it's always okay to go up to a presenting author and say, I really liked your paper. Would you mind emailing it to me? And they may say, sure. Or they may say, it's still a work in progress, but I'd love to share it with you when it's done. Another possibility, if you're sitting and are attending a presentation and you say, this research is phenomenal, it is just great work, we strongly recommend that you nominate it for the NEERO Best Paper Award at the 2022 conference. And there'll be an option for a very quick form at the end of each session where you can nominate papers that you might have listened to or presentations that you've listened to for the Best Paper Award. We strongly recommend you do that too.
Okay, that's great. I have one more question for you, Emilie, and that's about kind of this virtual and in-person thing again. I'm going to come to the conference in Portsmouth because I heard Portsmouth is such a great city and there's so many things to do in the city, so I can't wait to be there. But if I'm there on Wednesday, how can I participate in the virtual things that are happening? Can I do that at the hotel, or how is that going to be set up?
Absolutely, Sarah. We would love if you arrive at the Portsmouth Sheraton Harborside Hotel on Wednesday and you'd like to participate in the virtual aspects of the conference. You are more than welcome to do so. We will have rooms set up where you can come, bring your laptop and a set of earphones to listen to the virtual sessions. These are designated spaces. You can just pop on your mask, have your earphones in your laptop, sign in via Zoom, and listen to what's going on. So it'll be an opportunity for you to participate virtually while you're in person at the Sheraton Portsmouth Harborside Hotel. That also goes for the sessions on Thursday and Friday, the keynote on Thursday, as well as the Friday panel. If you'd prefer to just listen to the sessions separate from the ballroom, from the large space where we'll all be congregated, you're welcome. There will be dedicated rooms where you can bring your laptop, your earphones, and listen to the sessions there too.
Okay, awesome. I'll make sure to definitely bring my earbuds with me so I can do that. And then I guess I thought of one more question actually. So okay. I'm a presenter. I'm presenting in a paper session. How is that session going to be set up?
First of all, congratulations, Sarah, on presenting in a paper session. And I'm really looking forward to listening to your research. The paper sessions are typically set up in the order of the conference program. And so you're welcome to go to www.neero.org and click on the link for the conference program. Check out when your paper session is going to take place, where it's located, if it's located in person in the Sheraton Portsmouth Harborside Hotel. And then you can also look at the order of the paper presentations. We recommend to all presenters that they plan for about a 15-minute presentation. And you might discuss with the discussant who is moderating the session, as well as with your other presenters, if you want to flip the order when you get there. And we recommend that you arrive at the session about 10 minutes before the session so that everyone can get set up and comfortable and go through the order with your discussant. Since you're presenting a paper presentation, we also recommend that you bring your laptop, and if you have a Mac, a dongle as well to connect to the projector. In addition, we ask that you prepare that 15-minute presentation and have accompanying PowerPoint or Google Slides so that you can visually show what's going on. Now, Sarah, if you were presenting in a roundtable session, we would recommend that you bring a one-page handout if you were presenting in person, or just have one slide to share screen if you're presenting that roundtable virtually as well. But our vice president has put together some amazing guidelines that are guidelines for presenters and authors, and those are also available on the NEERO website at www.neero.org.
That's really helpful because my friend Therese is presenting in a roundtable, and I'd really like to go to that. Is it just the people that are in the roundtable that go to that session, or am I allowed to go to those sessions as well?
We strongly encourage all presenters to present in their session, but also to attend other sessions. It's a great opportunity to support fellow researchers like your friend Therese, but also to learn about the amazing research that's going on. In the roundtable sessions, they'll be set up in square conference rooms, and you're always welcome to go and listen to those as well. One of the benefits of the roundtable sessions is that it's an opportunity for presenters to present on a work in progress. So they may have guiding questions or questions where they'd like feedback from the other presenters and from the audience as well. So it's a more interactive space and an opportunity for you to engage with conversation with the presenters too.
Great. This all sounds so wonderful, and I can't wait for next week to be there and meet everyone at NEERO 2022. Thank you so much for answering all of my questions, Emilie.
Thank you, Sarah. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you next week in Portsmouth and in our virtual space.
Bye.
Bye.